Utilitarianism very often contains one massive flaw. I say very often because I think this flaw can be remedied, and is not necessarily present universally across conceptions of utilitarianism. But it is extremely common in utilitarianism, as it is commonly understood and advocated for. Utilitarians do not seem to have much interest in remedying this flaw, and this is a massive problem. Many of them are entirely oblivious to its existence. That flaw is utilitarianism's complete failure to appeal to rational self-interest. Utilitarianism has something of a habit of neglecting vital matters of rationality and self-interest in its moral considerations. Utilitarianism and its advocates typically fail to provide an even marginally convincing and rational reason why one should regard the suffering of another as equally undesirable to their own suffering. Utilitarianism makes the age-old mistake of many a moral system. It tells us how we should act without telling us why we should act in that way. It completely ignores vital matters of rationality and self-interest. The simple question, why should I care, can reduce common utilitarianism to a steaming heap of rubble. Common utilitarianism ignores rational self-interest. It doesn't bother making any appeal to rational self-interest. And in doing so, it designates itself as an irrational moral system. It provides no reason as to why anyone should take its moral claims seriously. Utilitarianism, as it is commonly understood and promoted, is without a hint of rationality. It does not take rationality, self-interest, or the question, why should I care, even remotely seriously. It completely neglects rationality. It completely fails to provide any reason as to why people should care about its moral claims. Utilitarianism, as it is commonly understood and promoted, is deeply irrational. There are ways of addressing these irrationalities, but most utilitarians do not bother with such rational corrections. It is hard for someone to solve a problem that they lack any awareness of. And utilitarianism's failure to make an appeal to rational self-interest is very much a problem. So long as utilitarianism neglects such matters, it will be irrational. Most utilitarians are entirely comfortable with making claims without linking those claims to self-interest or rationality. They tell people how they should act, but fail to tell them why they should act in that way. This is a major flaw of utilitarian moral philosophy. It frequently fails to make any appeal to self-interest and rationality. It simply demands certain behavior, with scarce mention of why one should accord with those standards of behavior. Utilitarianism has for a very long time been held back by this massive flaw. But I would not go as far as to label it unsalvageable. Have connections been made between rational self-interest and utilitarianism? Indeed, can such connections even be made? Can a rational utilitarianism be reborn as a rational system of morality? Can a rational utilitarianism be reborn as a branch of ethical egoism? These are questions that one would be wise to ponder.